Hello and welcome to my stream. My name is Tomasz and I am a long-time aviation enthusiast. I've been simming on and off for several years, and about 1 year ago I decided to go for VATSIM pilot ratings, and as of now I'm a holder of a P3 pilot rating on VATSIM. Also, recently I've become an instructor at VATSTAR, which is an official VATSIM ATO. And that's about it. That's enough about me, and let's go flying. Today, I plan to fly from Turner's Falls, which is the destination that I ended last time, which is here, to Taunton Municipal, Kingfield, and then from there to Hampton Airfield, which is there. The second flight, if I'm lucky enough to get the Boston Bravo transition, will be flown straight through the downtown Boston. The weather looks pretty good. Graphically, there are some clouds, but as you can see, the ceilings are pretty high. Ceilings is the lowest broken or overcast layer. So scatter doesn't count as a ceiling, and it's pretty fine for VFR flight. If I go forward, 1 hour forward, it's even better, and 1 more hour forward, it's still even better. So if the weather holds as predicted, it's gonna be 2 VFR flights today, after all. Right, let's plan the first one. And I will actually start my Sky Park, and I will configure and I will load the first flight so I don't forget about that. Okay, that's not good. Let's try that again. And I will try to refrain from clicking on it. Transponder is not running, so I'll need to wait. Yeah, it seems it's progressing. Okay, anyway, let's hope I don't forget, and let's plan the flight. I took a liberty of pre-planning that already. I hope you don't mind. We will do a full flight planning for the second flight. We are taking off from Turner's Falls. We are flying to Taunton Municipal, so Kingfield. And I tried to put some user fixes there. I checked the winds. They should be from the south, so I will be using runway 16 at Turner's Falls, which will allow me to basically do a straight out departure all the way here to the tip of this lake, then turn slightly left, follow it to the other side. Then I will set the course or heading. We'll fly here. I believe I should be able to identify the I-90 highway, like Interstate 190, and this lake. The airport should help me as well, and of course I will be timing that leg. Then continue forward, again some major highway that I should cross if I go a little bit closer, and I will switch to Boston TAC, terminal arrival chart. Should be able to identify this. And then almost next to the road, again timing the lag, here to Attleboro, and then Taunton Municipal, Kingfield. My speed, I will put something like 165. Altitude that I will be flying, let's see. We have this class delta along the way, so it would be prudent to fly above that. So let's say 5,500 would be a good altitude for today. And I'll generate my navlog. And I will be timing those legs according to those times. If my printer isn't on strike, I will print it out for myself. Right. Okay. So the first leg is from Turner's Falls to Taunton Municipal. I'll select that and select begin.
It's been a rough day. The cat's made a huge mess. I hope your day goes a little bit better than mine. Good luck in the skies.
All right. Organic soup bars. Or soap bars. Let's load them up. And I'll just minimize that because I don't use the plan feature in this. Okay, let's check the weather then. Very close airport is Orange Municipal. Let's try to review the weather there, and I will use the altimeter settings from it. 3000 and winds are really again from the south or southwest to be more precise. I have my navigation log printed out, and I will be using that when flying. Alright, last thing to do is to check the information about the airports, if there are any remarks. Runway 16 is a calm wind runway. We don't have a calm wind, but it prefers runway 16. Wildlife not applicable. Yeah, okay. And let's see the municipal airport. Taunton Municipal. We have remarks: avoid flying over the elementary school at departure end of runway 30. Avoid overflight of densely populated areas west and south of airport. Our route actually comes from the west. I will try to kind of go around this town and Attleboro, not to aggravate the locals. Okay, I believe that we will use runway 22 for landing if the weather holds. Let's verify what we have at that airport. Okay, we don't have any wind information. All right, that's it. Let's jump into the simulator and let's get on with it. All right, here I am in my beautiful, rather dirty Cessna 310. And for those of you that don't know it, I'm actually trying to. Oh, it's ready for repairs. I will still fly with that. I'm trying to make this slider go all the way here without actually moving it there, to see how that looks like. So far I have some paper plane here on the dashboard. I have a bottle that's been with me for quite some time. So excuse this, but it's very much intentional. Alright, pre-flight control locks are gone, parking brake is on, verify that the switches are off. Yeah, those switches seem to be off. Circuit breakers are all in. Voltmeter selector to battery, and landing gear switch is down. It is. Fuel selectors. Okay, I need to start my SPAT next. Forgot to do that. So bear with me until it starts, so I can move my fuel selectors. Okay. Nothing. There we go. Fuel selectors to main. Trim tab controls. Okay, so for takeoff, I'm gonna use, yeah, something in the middle. Battery switch goes on. I'll turn on the beacon lights and navigation lights, and we'll just verify if those work, because things can break in this airplane. Navigation lights work. Beacon light is blinking. Good, and the tail navigation light also works. Alright, I will not test the pitot heap, I cannot touch it. Fuel gauges. Fuel tanks are full because I filled them to the brim. Flaps are down on both sides. And battery switch goes off. Alright. Every covers are removed, pitot covers, engine covers, and so on. So verify that we have the doors. How do I open the doors? Should be able to open them. Alright, so it's latched. Brakes set, fuel selectors, main tanks again. Alright, landing gear switch down, mixtures. Full rich, one mixture, second mixture. Propellers are full forward and throttles open 1 inch. All switches are still off. Okay, they are not, so nav off. Circuit breakers still in. And battery and alternators go on. So battery and 2 alternators go on. I check that I have 3 green, gear lights. I will press all the warning lights that are not illuminated to check that they are working. Seems it is alright. Altimeter and clock. So altimeter, it should be 3000. So 3000, that's it. I don't like it. I always want to set this standard pressure, so I know my pressure altitude if I need that. Let's cross-check with what the field elevation should be. Field elevation should be 360 feet almost. Almost, so it should go a little bit down. Let's use this. Fuel quantity still full. External lights as required, so that would be beacon and navigation lights, and we can start the engines. So magneto switch goes on and clear prop.
Clear prop!
Yep. And let's start that engine. First one, so move it to left and press that button. It's running. Immediately check and reduce to 1000 RPM. Oil temperature, pressure, and cylinder head temperature is rising. Fuel pump goes on. Second engine. Second engine's running. Verify the temperatures and pressure. Looks good. Fuel pumps go on. And I will lean for taxi. Okay, now I can turn on my avionics. We are flying from untowered to untowered field. We have a Boston Center online, so if all goes well, I will pick up flight following from them. So let's tune them in. It's 134.7. I will. Okay. Yeah, I need to connect to VATSIM to be able to hear them. I always seem to forget one thing or the other. In the meantime, I'll just mark down the fixes from the map. So first fix is tip of the lake. Second fix is the lake end. Then I have I-90. And there is like intersection with, I don't know what road that is, but next to Worcester. Then coming along, I have another highway. Then I have Attleboro. And last fix is just this road here, just before the airport, which will help me identify if I have the correct airport in front of me. I can also pull up one of the. Well, actually, let's do it here on SkyVector. If I go here, should be able to see the page from Chart Supplement, and it tells me the layout of the runways. And I will try to use runway 22. That's either grass or turf gravel runway. I will see how that looks like in the simulator. Right, let's check on the vPilot. Okay, seems very slow. Anyway, I will taxi in the meantime. I will just simulate VATSIM calls, so we are ready for departure on the runways. I will not enter the runway while I'm not on VATSIM, because you just cannot do that. And we'll see. And I see, yeah, good evening, Regix 14. Yeah, it's evening for me. It's 8 o'clock p.m. I will try to watch for that chat from time to time, so I'm able to react if somebody happens to be around. Alright, so now I'm just simulating the VATSIM call because I'm not connected to VATSIM yet. Turner's Falls traffic. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo is Twin Cessna by the fuel pump, taxiing to runway 16, Turner's Falls. And that's it. Parking brake goes off. I will immediately test brakes. Left brake, right brake. Yeah, they are working. Runway 16 is very close. I'll set parking brake and I will do my pre-flight run-up and check of the controls. So when I move my yoke to the left, I want to see the left aileron to go up. And it does so. When I turn right, it goes down. Opposite is true for the other direction. It's good. I will check the rudder, right and left, and elevators, up and down. Very good. Next, engine run up. So I'm gonna put full mixture. I will set both engines at 1700 RPM. There we go. I want to stabilize it there. And then I will start switching of magnetos. So first off, I will do one on the left engine, one on the right engine, and observe the drop. There is not much drop. Sorry for that. Launch, yeah. There is not much drop, indicating that maybe those other magnetos are not that good anymore. Or actually, I'm slightly over 1700. Let's do the other pair. The drop is still acceptable, so let's pull it back up. Then I will check the feathering to slowly move the propellers aft and observe that I don't drop below 1200. And then they go up again. I'll check the instruments. Vacuum suction is good. Engine instrument looks good. Perfect. Let's test idle. Engine still running. That's good. Let's connect. And that basically completed our run-up and pre-flight checklist. I'm flying VFR, therefore I don't need to file a flight plan, and I will not do so. And I will quickly check the coverage that we have. I'm either under Boston Center or there is also Boston Approach online. And I have a feeling that it's going to be Boston Approach that I need to have my flight following with. But let's resolve that once we are in the air. I will pre-select the altitude for a case that I want to turn on the autopilot, but most likely I will try to... I don't know, maybe I will turn on the autopilot after some time. Okay, let's get to it. Turner's Falls traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 16, taking off, straight out departure, Turner's Falls. Landing lights go on, strobe lights go on. And let's go. Final check, nobody is flying here. And I will retract those flaps. I don't need them for takeoff today. And let's go ahead. I have a right crosswind, so compensating with the ailerons. And let's lift off. Gear goes up. Oh yeah, oh that's pretty heavy wind. Yeah, there's wind for ya. Oh, seems kind of extreme, to be honest. I will turn on the map just for now to see if... Yeah, it's really gusting heavily. It's really gusting heavily. Yeah, it should be an interesting flight then. I'm gonna hope that when I climb a little bit, it won't be that extreme. Let's ease up on those engines a little bit. Oh. Seems like weather engine broken or something like that. I've never experienced this heavy gusts. Okay, we'll lean. Okay, we'll start looking for that light. It should be something ahead. Yeah, which Garmin panel and mod I'm using? That's KTAN 750 by PMS 50. You can check that up on pms50.com. It's Papa Mike Sierra 50. Turner's Falls traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo is leaving the airport vicinity, flying south, climbing to 5,500, currently 2,800. Final call, Turner's Falls. Okay, I can see just over there, left of my nose, there is this first user fix, the tip. Okay, wind seems to be slightly better here, that's good. The first heading after I reach that will be 165. So I'll pre-select it here. I will prepare my timer here on the 650 unit. And I will start it when I go over that tip. Okay, I need to keep my right foot down, so I will try to trim the rudder a little bit, so I don't need to need to keep that pressure with my right foot. The left turning tendency is, of course, when I'm climbing, the main contributor will be P factor. Both propellers are turning to the right, which makes the thrust vector slightly offset to the right. And therefore the aircraft has a tendency of turning left. Okay, let's keep the engine running. Winds are much better here. That's good to feel. And I'm trying to see on the map if I am under the... Yeah, I'm still under the Boston center. So I'll tune them in so we can listen in. Okay, I'm almost over that tip.
Laxo 69, channel heading 150.
150, Laxo 69.
Channel 438, channel heading 270, join the localizer.
Left 270, join the localizer, 438.
And I hope that you will still be able to hear me.
Hawker 741, descend via the J-Fund to arrival, runway 22 left, Boston, altimeter 2998.
When someone else talking. If not, just let me know and I will try to adjust the audio panel.
JetBlue 1475, leaving my airspace. New York Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Fix the change approved. Have a good flight.
And turning to heading 165.
JetBlue 1475. Number 2, just there. Would you want to try the visual again or something different?
I'll try the visual again for 2 to 0. You think we could just put a 180 on this thing going 33?
Sure. Number 2, just there. Stay on this heading for now. Descend and maintain 3000.
Down to 3000.
That's 5,500.
Laxo 69, turn left heading 060.
060, Laxo 69.
So 438, 2 miles from Kibby, maintain 3000 until established on a localizer, cleared ILS, runway 24 approach.
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear for the ILS, 24 approach, JetBlue 438, thank you.
Actually,
I have tuned in the Gardner VOR,
go to Bar Harbor?
And I will just set myself up so I can see where
Can we
I
just
am.
go to Bar Harbor Airport? It's like...
Sure, number 2, just there, clear to the Bar Harbor Airport. Just stay on this heading, and what approach do you want?
let's do ILS approach.
Okay, do you want ILS 22?
Sure, ILS 22 for 2 to 0.
Number 2, just there, channel heading 090, let me know when you're set up.
090, 2 to 0.
And I
Laxo
need
69,
to
direct
remove
Sea-Dog
that
and climb and maintain final 230, that will be the final.
right rudder trim.
Direct Sea-Dog and 230 for the final, thanks, Laxo 69.
So 438, contact tower 120.3, have a good day.
Over to Boston Tower, thanks, Bradley Tower, thanks to the ATC, have a great day, I'll be enjoying watching your Twitch stream, happy birthday, hello Savage, JetBlue 438.
You said Boston Tower ruined it.
It's Savage's fault. Boston Center, Clipper 190 down and clear.
Clipper 190, Boston Center, if I can't station receipt, have a nice day.
And Boston clear train 33 on the mid runway heading.
And I should be flying just 2.5 minutes.
Okay, 33,
What
Boston
is
Center, radar contact 2 miles west of Provincetown Airport. And do you want the ILS 15 or 24?
There's the end of the field.
We can take the ILS for 15, high and 33.
Okay, 33, fighting 230, vectors ILS 15.
Next heading will be 174.
Delta 2111, contact Boston, approach 133.0, have a nice day.
You happy birthday.
Yay.
Alright, we're ready.
Good afternoon and happy retirement, number 10274. 2,200 for 4,000.
Number 10274, Boston Center, hello, radar contact, turn left heading 150, climb and maintain 9,000.
Turn left heading 150 and climb to 9,000 for number 10274.
Number 2, just there, you said you're all set up?
And I'm resetting my timer.
Hey, firm, we're set up for 22.
And it should take me
Sounds good, thank you.
7 minutes and something.
Center, hello, JetBlue 671 at a 2000 for 4000 under Bradley.
7671 Boston Center, hello, radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000.
To get to
Up to
I-90.
10, JetBlue 671.
Frontier Flight 840, contact Boston approach 133.0, catch later.
Boston Center, good day. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
0, catch later.
Is that approach rate, please?
You got it, yes. 33-0.
You're blocked, 840, we'll see ya.
Number 10274, clear deck Putnam.
Clear direct Taunton for number 102,000.
Boston Center, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, VFR request.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo Boston.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, first of all, happy retiring, and the second, I'm a Cessna 310 Slant Golf, approximately 18 miles southwest of Gardner VOR at 5,500 feet. Request flight following to Taunton Municipal. That's Tango Alpha November.
What was the aircraft type one more time?
Cessna 310 Slant Golf.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, squawk 4734.
4734, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
671, Charlotte heading 150.
150, JetBlue 671. Boston Center, how you doing? United 252, what time ready to copy IFR clearance to New Bedford?
United 252 Boston Center, cleared to the New Bedford Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Contact me this frequency airborne. Squawk 4720, hold for release.
United 252, clear New Bedford as filed. I'll climb to 10,000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. And squawk 4720, and I'll contact you when ready to depart, United 252.
Number 260, turn right heading 190.
190.
United 252, reback correct, advise number 1 at the runway, ready for departure.
Yep, roll advise, United 252.
671, clear deck Sea-Dog.
Direct Sea-Dog 671.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, radar contact 15 miles west of the Worcester Airport, Bradley altimeter 29908.
29908, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Last is 69 for
Okay,
traffic, turn left heading 360.
360 for traffic, last is 69.
Let's set it up.
671, climb and maintain follow with 230, that will be the final.
There.
Follow 230, JetBlue 671.
Number
So,
260,
we are radar
descend and
contact,
maintain
that means
2,200.
We are under flight
2,200
following
sir.
right now.
I'm sorry, make it 2,500, my apologies,
Any
2,500.
traffic will be pointed to us,
2,500
and irrelevant
sir.
traffic and altimeter changes.
You got 36 more hours to go.
Okay, that's been. I should be
No problem.
halfway to the second leg of my plan. Of the leg that I'm flying to intercept the I-90.
Do you have the altimeter for the airport for 223?
I do not know.
Alright, we're gonna eyeball
And
this one.
soon I should be seeing the Worcester field to the left. Let's see if I can spot it. There's another major road. Let me try to get my bearings.
Good news is our GPWS won't say retard.
Yeah, that road should.
Progress, I guess. Air China 33, Charlotte heading 180, join the localizer.
180, no localizer.
Let's see where I am.
November 260, 8 miles from CD-LAC, maintain 2,500 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 1822 approach.
ILS 22 approach will maintain 2,500 until established on the local 2, sir.
Let's see, Lexus 69, clear deck Sea-Dog again.
Sea-Dog, one more time, last 69.
Street Flight 4, cross Sea-Dog added, maintain 1000, Portland altimeter 29905.
Cross Sea-Dog at 1000 and copy the weather. And which approach are we expecting into Portland?
Visual 29er, let me know if you want something different.
We expect a visual 29er
Chief 54.
KTAN 33, 6 miles from Kennedy, maintain 2000 until established on a localizer, cleared ILS 1815 approach.
Maintain 2000 until established, cleared ILS 15, cleared trainer 33.
Last is 69, expected visual approach 1829, let me know if you want something different.
Can we get the ILS 29 for Alaska 69?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Alaska 1048, contact Boston approach 133.0, have a nice day.
Boston approach 330 to Alaska 1048.
2J Sierra, report after cancellation in the air or on the ground, this frequency changed to advisory, frequency approved.
Over to advisory. Do we contact you when we're back on the ground?
Oh yeah, so just cancel IFR once you know you're going to be clear of the clouds, so you can do it now, or you can wait till you're on the ground and off the runway.
We'll just went to our off the runway for 2J Sierra, and then we'll go to Unicom.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, over to Unicom for 2J Sierra.
Alaska 69, cross Sea-Dog, add and maintain 1000, Portland altimeter 299.5.
299.5 and Sea-Dog at or maintain 11,000.
JetBlue 671, plan on runway 29er, Portland.
Okay, I should be coming up on my next user fix in 1 minute, but I don't see it yet. The next user fix.
Boston Center Cargo Look 6611, requesting permission to leave frequency for 5 minutes to obtain oceanic clearance.
Approved.
So it's gonna be a heading mode, altitude mode. Let's check. Now I need to climb to my altitude. Alright, so we're flying here, and let's try to get my bearings and try to find, based on the map, where I am.
Afternoon, Boston Center, Walker 1374 on the ground at Lebanon. Looking to pick up IFR to Adirondack.
We can basically use the Putnam VOR, which is let me tune it in 117.4.
Walker 1374, Boston Center, wings IFR 20 is approved, cleared to the Saranac Lake Airport via direct Montpelier, then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure, and squawk 4742.
It says that it is on the heading on 120, so we should be in the 30.
Failure, then it's file climb, maintain 7,000, expect 10 after departure frequency view, and squawk 4742.
Okay, I am flying a completely
Walker
wrong heading.
1374, reback correct. I'm going to pretend you're at the ramp. Since Lebanon is a towered airport, let me know when you're ready to taxi runway 25.
I made a mistake, and I'll show you. That's a good learning opportunity.
So excited to talk to you. I am ready.
According to the navlog, I should have been flying heading 144.
Walker 1374, runway 25, taxi Bravo, cross runway 18. Call me back in 2 minutes when it would be soon like that you would get to the runway.
174. And therefore,
Bravo,
I need to correct that. So,
1374, thanks.
I've been flying
Walker 1041, contact Boston, approach 133.0, have a good day.
So what I will do is, I will fly direct to Putnam,
KTAN 33, wind 2105, runway 15, clear the
I will
line.
try to rejoin here. So direct to Putnam is there to the east. So I will start turning there.
Boston Center Cargo Look 6611 Heavy, 330 smooth.
Thanks.
Then we'll switch to nav mode.
Boston Center, Chief Flight 4, we'd like to request the ILS 29 at Portland.
C54 sounds good. Do you want to stay on the arrival or do you want back to the final?
I'm just 8 miles
I'll
off.
just stay on the arrival for your Chief Flight 4.
Okay. And Laxa 69, do you want to stay on the arrival that feeds into the ILS or do you want vectors to final?
When I
I'll
cross
even
that
stay on it. I'm
line,
already set up, thanks.
Okay.
I will fly.
Double 691, whenever you get a chance, let me know if you prefer the visual or the ILS to Portland.
10-mile ring of this. So I
Yeah,
will
we'll just
fly
take the ILS
10 miles on a heading of 30, 40,
Okay,
50,
Walker 1041,
60.
contact Boston, approach 133.0, have a good day.
And from there on, I will resume the navigation based on this.
Concord, good afternoon, Delta 130, forward flight level 900.
Like
Delta 134 Boston
maybe.
Center, hello. Walker 741 Boston, approach 133.0.
And I see some low clouds there, so I might be forced to descend below that. Maybe I'll start
Carlos
descending
6611,
already.
contact Moncton Center 132.2, have a good day.
32 to cargo look 60.
We don't have any other airspace here, so I can descend lower. So let's go to 2000. I will let autopilot to do it.
Center Walker 37-4 is now holding short, runway 25. Ready to go.
Okay, now I need to switch the mode.
Walker 1374. Pass discussion, direct Montpelier, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Just reduce power, because I don't need to fly that fast. Switching back to heading mode. Setting up that radial I want to intercept.
On runway 22.
060.
Airport cancellation.
I'm almost
November 2
at the
Boston Center,
VOR.
cancellation receipt. Have a nice day.
You have a meow day. Enjoy the 36 hours. Shoot here.
Thanks. JetBlue 671 across Sea Dog, add and maintain 1000, Portland altimeter 2995.
Sea Dog at 11. JetBlue 671.
I'll turn a bit, so I can intercept that radial better.
Delta 990 Boston, hello. Hey.
I'm over the VOR right now and already over. Alright. It's good that I'm turning, because there are clouds and you should not enter them. In fact, I'm probably much closer than I should be. I should be 2,000 feet horizontally away from them, which I admit I'm not.
And Boston, Kira, Trent 33 is clear of 15, tapping into the ramp. Have a great day. Thanks for the DC. Happy birthday.
Okay, Trent 33, thanks. You too, bye.
Boston Center, good afternoon. Jazz 606, passing through flight level 180, 8 miles from Eureka.
Jazz 606 Boston, hello, squawk 4711.
4711.
So when I come here, I will turn, and this time I will try to make it right. It's I-90 there.
Walker 1374, give me a call passing 5000.
Call past 5000, Walker 13.
This will be 140.
Jazz 606 radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Flight level 330, Jazz 606.
JetBlue 671, same question to you as the others. Do you want to stay on the arrival that feeds into the ILS, or do you want vectors?
On the arrival, JetBlue 671.
Sounds good. November 10274, descend and maintain 7000.
She's saying to maintain 7,000 for number 10274.
Sheet flight 4, descend and maintain 10,000.
10,000, sheet flight 4.
Basically, there's the road. So let's turn 140. And now we will be following this stretch, and I should reset the timer. Right, we are at the new altitude below the clouds.
Center Walker 1374, passing 5.
Walker 1374, thank you, radar contact 10 miles northwest of Lebanon Airport, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb, maintain 10,000, and we got an approach.
Now I should be going 7 minutes.
Laxa 69, descend and maintain 10,000.
10,000, Laxa 69.
And it should take me to
Walker
Attleboro.
1374, go for it.
RNAV runway 23 with Kimmy as the initial approach.
Walker 1374, sure thing, expect that. Do you want direct Kimmy now, or do you want to just stay direct Montpelier?
Longer with you, the better, so we'll go with direct Montpelier and then continue from there.
Okay. November 10274, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good day.
133.0, and enjoy the remaining 30-mile hours. Number 10274. Happy retirement.
Appreciate it. Sheet flight 4, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3,000.
Pilot's discretion down to 3,000, sheet flight 4.
United 252 is number 1 at Watertown.
Taking it
United 252, release for departure, clearance void at 1940. If not airborne by then, advise the off-air intentions no later than 1945. Touchdown is 1933, change to advisory frequency approved, and talk to you shortly.
Yep, United 252, clearance valid till 1940. I'll contact you when airborne at Watertown.
This is the city of...
Alpha Golf Charlie Romeo, no child reserved between you and Taunton. Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a nice day.
Squawk VFR and frequency change approved. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, and happy birthday.
Hooray. Laxa 69, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 5,000.
Pilot's discretion 5,000, Laxa 69.
And center will be back in just a moment. About 2 minutes, yeah. Center set point for 2 minutes, be right back.
Alright, so this is the Tower of Woonsocket, if I read that correctly. Continuing on our present heading, we should soon come to Attleboro, to be more precise, in 3.5 minutes. In 3 minutes actually. This wants to drop on me. We are close to ground, so maybe prone to those gusts. And I'll tune the CTAL frequency, or Unicum, how it's called on VATSIM. Right, 2 more minutes and we should be over Attleboro, or not over, but slightly to the right of it. I need to descend a little bit more to get myself more clearance from the clouds. We'll have worst lookout from down here. But that can't be helped, unfortunately. So I think I'm low enough at this point. And gusts are back. All right, I believe this is the big lake, and soon I should have the very narrow lake. Or is there a road? Yeah, there is a road next to it, so that's the one. And soon I should have a very narrow lake, which will be the reporting point called Attleboro. Hard to say if it's gonna be visible in the sim here. But I should be up on that presently. From there I will be flying 122 heading. Yeah, this is the lake, my left engine, so reset the timer and fly 122. Of course, these times were computed with the winds at aloft, so it might not be completely accurate, but let's hope that I'm able to find the field. I should be flying this like for, let me check. Okay, checking and not flying. For 4 minutes. And after 4 minutes I should be there. So let's announce our position. Kingfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo Twin Cessna, approximately 10 miles west at 1,600 feet to join left downwind of runway 22, Kingfield. Let's turn on some lights here. The elevation of that field is 42 feet. So I'll be overflying that airport if I find it, and we'll join the left downwind of 22 by performing a teardrop entry. There's a very big lake ahead of me, and I believe I see the airport. Yeah, it's right where it should be. Very nice. So I'm gonna descend to 1,600 feet, which is the correct altitude to overfly that runway 22, which I set the heading for. Runway 22 has a magnetic heading of 223. So I'm gonna set 223. Yeah, very gusty here. Gonna turn on my, okay, I haven't turned off the fuel pumps, so they are still on. Landing lights are also still on. Kingfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, overflying the field at 1,600 feet for a right teardrop into downwind for runway 22. King traffic. Okay, that runway is very short. And I will start slowing down. Or slowing up. Be more precise. And let's fly perpendicular to the runway. Okay, I need to fly this to fly perpendicular. Reset my timer, and I want to fly for maybe 45 seconds to up to 1 minute. To be sure that I cross all the traffic patterns below me before starting a descent. Okay, trimming the aircraft. Airport should be somewhere behind me. Can't see it. I will need to rely on my maneuvers that they will position me correctly. Of course, I should have checked the weather, and if I do that, I see that the altimeter should be 3001. So let's quickly do that, and let's do a descending turn. To the pattern altitude of 1100. There we go. Let's slow up. Full props, full mixture. There is my runway. Kingsfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, joining left downwind runway 22 at 45. Kingsfield. Okay, let's not descend right now. Okay, look left, and there is my runway. So landing lights are on. First notch of flaps, gear down. Kingsfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left base, runway 22, Kingsfield. Yeah, I'm pretty far away. Pretty fast, so let's slow down. Kingsfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning final runway 22, full stop, Kingsfield. And second notch of flaps. It's pretty bumpy. It's not gonna be nice. Okay, there's the runway. Trying to keep my speed relatively high because of those gusts, but also it's a very short runway, so need to keep that in mind. Oh, there it was. All right. So let me again bring the airport diagram, at least the simplified one. Yeah, this is basically the road I should take to parking. Yeah, that's taxiway. Nice. Kingsfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 22 is vacated, taxiing to parking. Kingsfield. Alright, flaps go up, lean for taxi, landing lights off, strobe lights off. And let's taxi to the airport proper. Yeah, the little nav map says there are gusting winds from 8 to 13 knots, and they are going from the direction of 232, which means that we were landing straight into the wind, which was a good thing, because it helped us on such a short runway to fly slower at ground speed, and also to not to have to battle the crosswind. So let's park it here. Alrighty, so parking brakes are set. Reduce that engine power. And since we will be planning, I should probably turn the engines off. So I'm gonna do that. So avionics go off. Lights, I can turn the lights off. Yes. And engine go off, fuel pumps off, magnetos off, all the lights, alternators and battery, everything going off. So here we are at Kingsfield. I will deliver this. And yeah, so apart from getting lost and then trying to get back to track successfully without any use of GPS, we were able to find the field. And we, as a backup, what I did was I used this Putnam VOR to get myself back on track. Alrighty, so our next leg will be from here to, how is it called? I have it written here. It's Hampton Airfield. I'm gonna begin that, and sugars and sucrose. Nice. I'll load that up, and let's plan that flight. Right. Taunton Municipal, and there was 7B3, was it? Yeah, Hampton Airfield. Of course, this route is no longer valid. So it's just 65 miles, but look at this. Look at this nice Bravo airspace that's penetrating this, my flight path. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do in a moment. I'll just check the weather at Boston, see what are the ceilings. The ceiling is very high, but as you could see, we have some cloud layer. I don't think that it is a few clouds and scattered clouds, but as long as we keep below 2000, which we will, I'll tell you why, then we should be all right. It's not gonna be Boston Center that we will speak to if the approach is online for the transition of Bravo. But I need to plan this flight carefully. So what I will do to transition this Bravo airspace, I will use something called helicopter routes. And I will try to use this query route or route and exit by Tobin route. I will input those points in my GPS to help me identify them, because it's not easy every time to identify that. So I'm gonna do that, but then I will fly visually along the road if I am cleared into the Bravo, of course, because it might happen that I am not cleared into the Bravo. If that happens, then I will need to fly around, which is not that big of an issue, but it should be fun to fly through the Boston. So let's just put some of those points here. Mainly this one. This will be it's a Coast Guard station, and again the exit point, Route 1 and Interstate 95 interchange. All right, let's finish the flight planning from here, because once we exit here this point, we will need to again fly manually. Nice two highways next to each other and a very nice lake here, so I'll just put this here. Just 5 miles. Okay, I will try to fly along the Interstate 95 if I can. I will put it here, the Merrimack River. This should be fairly visible. And then its last 8 miles to Hampton Airfield. It sits on the coast just after this Seabrook Beach. If this bay should be pretty easy to spot. So that's the path that I will take when exiting the Bravo. And for the entry, it's as you can see, I take off and I'm almost there. But this Bravo is actually the floor of this Bravo is at 3,000 feet, so I will fly under that. I can even fly under this one, under 2,000 feet, but not anymore here. And most likelihood, if I can get the heli route, I will be cleared to fly no higher than 2,000. And on this particular one, I might even be asked to fly even lower. I will check the 80s of the Boston to see which way they are landing. They use runways 22s. That means that I should be fine here. If runway 4s were in use, this I might be required to fly as low as like 300 feet AGL because of the landing traffic. Let's check the textual on those two routes. It's query and Tobin. So this is where I want to start at the alpha. Begins at route 24 and I-93, then to blah 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 to Braintree. And then follow the expressway to the Moss Avenue interchange, then along the Ford Point channel to the Coast Guard station. That's basically textual information what I should do. And those points are identified. And I can even insert them in my GPS if I wished so. Which I might do, just to have a reference. It's a smart thing to do anyway. Alright. Okay, let me just answer some Discord. Alright, I'll fire up, first of all, sorry, I will again check the destination airport if there is anything special about it. It has runway 2 and 20. If I check the weather, and let's just keep this. Now it's 20 Zulu. So I'm gonna check, yeah, this is good, and 21 Zulu. It's basically the same. Let's just check the surface winds very quickly. What I should expect. I should expect southerly winds, and that means that runway 20 will be most likely one that I will use. Remarks: wildlife road and at runway 20 threshold with moderate vehicle traffic. I believe some Coast Guard aircraft. Extensive student pilot and training ops at the airport. Parallel runway ops not permitted. Do we have any parallel runways? I haven't noticed. Contact short and soft field ops. For short field training or info, please contact. Okay, nothing that applies to us as we are in the simulator. Good. Don't need this. Navlog. Okay, let's generate navlog, and this time I will fly slowly to enjoy the scenery. So let's say like 150 maybe. And altitude, I expect that I will be at 2000 only. So let's generate the navlog, and I will just print it out for myself so I have it. And then we'll go into the simulator and actually start planning that. So it will include inputting some user waypoints into the GPS unit. Right, I'm here. So I will need to start those engines because otherwise my battery will just die. So I'm not gonna vocalize it anymore. We heard that last time, and I will start the engine. I will attempt to start the engine. It doesn't seem like that it's been called. Right, so stop the timer, reset it. And now let's let's plan this into the GPS. Yeah, I forgot to do. All right, so let's start adding those waypoints. And first of all, I will add the entry point into the query route, and I just need to find the GPS coordinates for that. Or you know what? It might even be in the database. So let's see. Victor, Papa, Quebec, Uniform, Alpha. Seems like it is there. Let's verify if it's the one. Yeah, it's the one. And don't mind the origin airport. Just put something in the Microsoft loading screen. Okay, so that's this one. Good. I will enter the other one that has a GP that is in the database, and that's a Coast Guard station. Victor Papa Charlie Golf Sierra. And then the exit waypoint of the Tobin route, which is the Victor Papa Tango Oscar Bravo. So those are those three. And let's verify in the preview. Yeah. If I go in, it looks legit. There is a Boston here. All right, that looks good. Let me see if I want to enter any other points. Maybe it will not hurt if I enter. Yeah, I will enter the first. I'll show you. I will enter this one, Quebec Uniform Alpha 1, because I have never flown this particular helicopter route, so I'm not certain if I would be able to spot it. Probably yes, but you know, let's put it into the GPS anyway. And the way how I'm gonna do it is, so after this one, insert after, and find user. No, that's a user waypoint, so I need to probably okay, so I'll go back and I will first go here, create waypoint. Yeah, let's name it the same. It will be a temporary waypoint, and let's input this one. So it is 40 November, yeah, November 42 1370 west 071 01 32. That one. And create, and it's a temporary waypoint. So let's add it into my flight plan. Insert after QOA1. Yes. And again, check that it's correct. Yeah, it seems to be correct. All right. Okay. And last one thing, I will enter before here the airport I'm at, so I can activate the activate this right. So that's the planning. Now, I would very much like to take off on the runway 22, but it's very short runway, and I don't know if I would be able to. So I need to do some takeoff calculation. I have prepared myself this sheet that I can enter information into, and it will tell me what my takeoff calculation, what my takeoff distance should be. And I will try to work along that with you. First of all, let me check my weight. Currently it's 5,300 pounds. So that is something I need to enter on my center of gravity calculations. Okay, I already have it here, approximate weight. That will do. Then I will input the airport information. So elevation is 42 feet. Altimeter is 3001 and not hectopascals, but we will be flying in inches of mercury. We have a temperature of, well, maybe need to do this. No, takeoff calculation is strange. The temperature is, I can check it here. Temperature is 20 degrees. Let's put it here. And it's, of course, 3001 like this. And now I need information about the runway. So I'll go here into the airport information, and I can see that runway, this is not the one. This is the one. Runway 22 is 1,900 feet long. So I'll put it here. 1,900 feet long. Wind, and I will take that from the little nav map, what is the current wind, is 233 at 8 knots, and the runway heading is 223. Runway surface is not dry hard surface, it's a dry firm sod. And as you can see, the ground roll is 16 or almost 1,700 feet. Liftoff speed 90 knots. So what I'm gonna do is, I won't do a normal takeoff. I will try to do max performance takeoff, which is the short field. And let's see, normal takeoff is powerful throttle, and we have maximum performance, full throttle, 2000 RPM, mixtures lean, wing flaps down 15, level hard surface dry runway, okay. And I have here, yeah, distance for a firm dry sod runway, total distance is increased. It's all being calculated in here. From this, I won't be able to stop on the runway if I suffer an engine failure. And in real life, I would probably not take off on this runway because it seems to be very risky. I would take the longer hard surface runway. For the purposes of kind of having something spicy here, I will take off from that runway, or attempt to, and I'll see if that aircraft is able to behave. I will prepare the 1330 frequency, which is the approach at Boston, because we might need it. Last check of the weather. Yeah, it doesn't give wind, and it doesn't give clouds. Let's see if we have any. Oh, there was some heli inset. Let me just quickly check that. Okay, there is. I've never seen that one. I will need to investigate afterwards. But let's see, Boston. Do we have any airports in the vicinity? Here. Overcast. Okay, that's worse. Maybe we have some bad weather moving in. Yeah, margin of VFR. We'll stay close to the ground then. I think recheck the Boston one. That's still good. So let's get flying until it gets much worse. Kingsfield traffic, Cessna 310, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo on the parking, taxiing to runway 22, Kingsfield. Let's get going. We'll come the same direction as we came from. I will set those flaps already, lest I forget. It's gonna be fun. The lift-off speed at this weight that I have should be 81 knots. That's just on the red line. And I will pray that my engines keep running. Also tune in the Boston VOR. And double check if we still have the approach online or if it's gonna be the center that I'm gonna speak to, but in that case there is very heavy traffic. Even the approach might be utterly busy. We'll see. I will taxi even beyond. Now there's a road, so believe that's as far as I'm allowed to go. Let's turn around. Looks daunting, but we can't do anything, right? So hard on the brakes, as much distance as possible. Altimeter is set, fuel pumps are on, flaps are 15, full mixture, trim for takeoff, neutralize the aileron and rudder trim, landing lights on, strobes on. And believe we can go. All right. Kingsfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 22, taking off, straight out departure, Kingsfield. So I will let the full power develop before releasing brakes. There we go. And there. So looking at 81 knots. Looking for 81 knots. Come on, come on, come on. And off we go. Gear up. Clear the trees. So speed up a little bit, flaps up. Let's climb. Okay, ease on the engines. A bit light there. Kingsfield traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo departed the pattern, turning on course. Final call, Kingsfield. Okay, so let me turn. And I'll tune that.
Good afternoon, American 9, request IFR clearance to Taku, Alpha as filed with the information Lima on board.
American 9 Air Boston departure, no flight plan on file.
Will resend, thank you very much, American 9.
Number 6 Papa Mike, on departure, turn right heading 240, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
No departure, turning right heading 240 and 22 right, clear for takeoff, November 6 Papa Mike.
Landing lights off and
W2154, cross push and start.
Fuel pumps off.
JetBlue 2154, push back on Alpha approved.
Push on Alpha approved, JetBlue 2154.